books, go to local Home Depot or Lowe's and cut up the paint swatches, put on a little ribbon, put on a QR code, give that to a family with the book. And also, whenever new books came into the library, I snuck in QR codes, so when the kids got the new book, they could also do the book talk as well. So I kind of solved a few problems in my library like that. No? The next slide. Okay, get to know someone. Okay, good. So get to know someone. You know, the first day of school, so the kids don't know each other. So have them create introductions to each other, print out on the badges the little QR code, make buttons for conferences. And you know what? Sometimes I have those games where it's the bingo where you have to find someone who went to ISTE or find someone who went to Florida. And then you can use QR codes and go around the classroom and see who's done those things, record Flipgrid as evidence, and then mark them off to your card. So it's a great way to get to know someone in your classes and conferences. I look QR codes for games. So you can get a big dice at the dollar store, put on the QR codes, they roll the dice, they get different questions. You can put on spinners. You can use it on Breakout EDU, so you can plant your QR codes everywhere, put them in boxes, they open the box, it's another clue. And there's something now called the Egg Dash Challenge. So you take those plastic eggs you get around Easter time, you hide QR codes in there, and you hide them around the classroom, or you hide them around the backyard, and the kids open them up, and they open up the QR code, and then they have to get the clue, or they have to respond to it. And you can also put QR codes on. This was actually a board game that some students made, and you can put QR codes for questions and answers as well. Now, I'm a librarian, so in summer reading, sometimes what you could do is create a bag. So in the bag you can have nonfiction books, makerspace items, fiction books, and put a QR code on the bag. Just print it out. Put it in your printer. Just put the iron on. Print it out. So when the kids get the bag, they scan the QR code, and they can discuss the book and do the makerspace activity with their families, and then and everyone can share what they've learned. For awards, you're giving out awards at the end of the year. Tell the kids a special message. Record a congratulations to them. Put it on their paper award. Make a little ribbon. But you can record. It's not just a piece of paper. So years from now, they'll have that message from you. Yearbooks. If you're creating yearbooks, have the kids create messages and put QR codes so they're actually speaking, and it brings the yearbook to life. And now with the Flipgrid AR, those actual pictures will pop up off that yearbook. So it's a living book. So that's my daughter. And you can do QR codes for milestones. So that's her unbirthday. It was her real birthday is a month later. But we went to school, and you can put a QR code on a crown or on a badge or something, and go around. You know, have weddings. They take pictures of people. Get a QR code instead of having just a photo booth. Get a QR code, and people record messages. So birthday messages, graduation messages, weddings. So that's a personal idea that I have for QR codes. These are my two sons. So one, Riley up top talked about his family, and the bottom is Tyler talking about his research paper. And QR codes can be put on these projects. So as you're going around at a science fair, you can scan the QR codes, and they can learn more about it in the different process. You can actually the kids can take videos of what they did at home, and if they can't actually bring in how they did it, and they can just scan the QR codes, and it brings it to life. Gifts. So, you know, does Dad need another tie? No. But Dad can use another tie with QR codes. Have your kids record messages to Dad and print out a tie with the QR codes on it, and every time he wants, he can just scan his tie and get those messages. So it can be mugs, it can be keychains, photo albums, Christmas ornaments, T-shirts, and even magnets. So whenever you have that QR code, just take out your app, and you can have that message with you. So these projects are really dear to my heart. We've done Macy's Make-A-Wish, and so for every letter that you write, Macy's will donate $1 to make your wish. So we actually put QR codes on them, and the kids recorded messages for Macy's Make-A-Wish. We also did a memory project, so kids drew portraits of other kids around the world in poor countries, and with QR codes, they recorded Flipgrid videos, and they put them behind the artwork. And we've also done the kindness rocks. You know, you paint rocks and you leave them around, put a QR code underneath it. And when people find the rock, they could look at your message. And also for the local Ronald McDonald House, I had some classes. We did some inspirational quotes and artwork. And behind it, we put the QR code, and we gave a message to the families at the local Ronald McDonald House. So every family who received a piece of artwork also had an inspirational message from the artist who was a student. This I just thought about the other day. They have those medical bracelets, and inside the medical bracelet, they say whether you have diabetes or any other medical condition. And I'm thinking, my grandmother had Alzheimer's, and she did wander away from home once. I wish I had thought of creating a QR code, a Flipgrid video about my grandmother, where she lived, and her emergency contact information. And I wish I had attached that to her pocketbook or jacket or whatever, because then I could put directions to scan that QR code to get my grandmother home safely and quicker. And I'm also thinking autistic kids or kids who are selective mutes who don't want to speak. You can create QR codes, have their classmates record videos or have the teacher record videos, and then if they want to say something but they just can't physically say it, then they could scan the QR code and they could just point to what they want to say and scan the QR code so someone's voice can be their own voice. And then these are two other causes that are dear to my heart. We had a charity pitch fest. So we had 76 entries all over Long Island. I created a grid, and I sent the link out to all the librarians I knew, and the kids pitched their favorite charity. So they pitched their favorite charity, and within 3 minutes, and we created a Google form. The top 5 who were chosen came to our event, and we had them pitch live, just like on Shark Tank, and our local library organization gave them money to give to their charities. And before you leave, I have a duck for my sister Larissa. She had passed away in her senior year of high school, and so I go around and I Flipgrid videos of ducks for my sister just to keep her memory alive. So I do have ducks, and I have that QR code for you as well, so you can take your duck on your travels. That's my last slide. So Flipgrid is a really powerful tool for student voice and student empowerment, but I think Flipgrid is the strongest part of Flipgrid is the community. I see you all here. I saw everyone yesterday at Flipgrid Live. It's the family. It's the worldwide connections. And Charlie, you brought us all together, and I'm just speechless about that, because every time someone else uses Flipgrid, I feel like it's someone else who's in this really big world, this really big family together. And so those are my QR code ideas. I hope you create your own. And now with the augmented reality, those QR codes they're going to be off the charts.
Woo! Great job, Christina.